Hey everybody, China 2 here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. When we last left off, some serious stuff has happened. Mr. Windybank is dead. Herlock Sholmes got shot. Jenny, as you can see here, is arrested because they believe she's the one who did it, even though we found two shadowy figures at the crime scene. Let's continue talking to Jenny and see what we can find out. What unforgivable lies has she told? What do you mean before, Gina, when you said that you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies are you've told her? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. They're going to want to question me now. Jenny, please. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Oh, it's a picture of the kitty cat. Is that entered into court record? A photographic print of a really adorable cat. And a snowman. And I don't understand what his hand is made out of. That's probably a glove on a stick. That's probably what that is. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. Found in the pocket of a coat from Mr. McGilded. I wonder what a little photograph like this was doing in a pocket of that overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Old Jenny. The white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. A photograph depicting a sweet little white cat obtained from Gina while interviewing her in the prison cell. Can we look at it? I want to look at it. Court record. What do we got so far? So we have our armband. Let's look at our armband because Iris stole it earlier. Was anything done to it? This is Kazuma, right? Yeah, Kazuma Asagi. Yeah, it looks the same. Let's look at this photograph. Can we turn it around? Oh. I can't read that. I can read this. I don't know what this says. Fully. Date deposited 13th of February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th of April, 9 p.m. It's the... Oh man, I've read the date several times. Is it the 13th today? I don't think it is. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited, 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13 April, 9 p.m. So this photographic print is a redemption ticket. 13th February? That could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? A small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? Bruno, if Mr. McGilded still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Ah, yes. If it's something McGilded deposited, we need to investigate. So it might be for sale, right? Pawnbroker's ticket box. A redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokery owned by the victim, Mr. Windybank, in the form of some handwritten notes on the back of a photograph. Okay, and if we turn this back around, look at the kitty cat! This is an adorable little cat. I think it looks a little like Pagahai. I always thought that cats like to curl up inside under the heated kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. That's it, right? Okay. I'm glad we looked at that, because now, when we leave here, we can't examine, so we're going to move. So now we can go to the crime scene and look for that box. So I think we did this in the right order. I was afraid that going to speak to them before coming here was wrong. Yeah, it's the 16th today, so that was 3 days prior. 16th April, Windybank's Pawnbrokery. This is where it happened then, last night. That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables. But apart from the policemen in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance. No, you're right about that, actually. In fact, oh, she did the little Herlock-Sholmes, like, flick her finger off her forehead thing. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oi, I heard that. Hey, it's Gregson. Oh, Inspector. Good morning. I suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought you'd assigned extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Ah! Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming. I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see that he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. Man, she's got some pull around here, doesn't she? The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, where are me manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice? Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? Have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some. He's got the finger up and everything. Glug, glug, glug. Ah, lovely. Ta very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. I don't even recognize him like this. Well, here's the thing. Yes, he gets paid by her. Quite a bit, actually. But he probably knew Dr. Wilson. And it's his kid. So, like, of course he's going to be, like, extra super nice to her. Especially after what happened with Dr. Wilson. Before we talk to you, I'm looking at stuff. We're looking for a box. Start on the left. There's an alligator or a crocodile. Here's a shovel again. Alright then, let's see what we can uncover. Oh, she's got her glasses on. Boy, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate. There's a crime scene, for Pete's sakes. No touching. What's the problem, Gregsy? Runo's a lawyer, you know that. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruhodo was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter. The accused. If you could show me some representative papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around. Did you hear that, Runo? You need Jenny to sign some representation papers. Looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. I love how he's like dancing around. Okay, let's see if we can do that before we... I don't want to talk to him. I want to search the crime scene. Prison. Jenny, sign these damn papers. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? Okay, this is all the same thing. Alright, so I'm not reading this. It's the same thing she said before. Doesn't trust me. Leave me alone, she says. Can we present something to her? Court record? No. We can go to people. No, nothing here. Present. Here we go. Show her this. No, that's inspect. Present. Here we go. What do you think about this? Here, Gina. Look at this. No tie. I wasn't saying you could have it. Oh, weren't you? Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes me want it, see? So you better hand it over now. No, I'm not giving it to you. Okay. Let's give her this. Did you have a look at, that's strange. Where's my armband gone? What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose you're looking for this? Yes, but how and when? And how again? I got a talent for it, haven't I? Diving. That's bordering on black magic. And it makes what I'm about to say about my armband seem a little dull. So what'd you want to tell me about it then? Nothing. Huh. Well, I guess we have to talk to Gregson. Converse? Should we show him the ticket? Yeah, let's see what he says. Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think? We don't tend to share, Sunshine. Not with the general public. Ugh. In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea? Glug, 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 glug. Ah, lovely. Ta very much. Really hit the spot, your ladyship. You don't mind sharing that, then? Okay. Apparently we're not supposed to present anything, so let's converse. The investigation. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. Very simple case this is. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're going to charge her? That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Tomorrow? That fast? Definitive evidence, you say. What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid. She's looking... Ah, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the... And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you? How could you? How could you how? How could you possibly know that? I had a feeling, that's all. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison? She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Mr. Sholmes. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinner's. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. Because he's being operated on? I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all. Oh. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood. Oh no. He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know. Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding. But he will be all right, won't he? They'll be able to make him better? Oh, of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it. Really? How do you know? How do I know? Well, because... Of course. Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why. We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again. Of Poor Iris. Hug the little girl. Please don't die, Hurley. Oh, she's gonna lose like another father figure. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. Her ladyship. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What? Out with it, Sunshine. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper and we don't go into favoritism. But he's right. You do treat us differently. It's because of those Adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories. That's why. Oh? I crop up in them, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What did you write about the inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. It was one of Sholmes's lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you. That is amazing. All because everyone at the Yard reads them. They read all the Sherlock Holmes stories. They've even set up a fan club for me. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All it'd take is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No, the great detective will say, he's getting quite overrated these days. Think of what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, huh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it. But that would never happen, Gregsy. Every month when the new Rants magazine came out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Glug, glug, glug. Ah, lovely. Ta very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. I like it. Good play on words there. Oh yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about actually, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, what is it? I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. What's the important message? Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant. Dear Susie, is she all right? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe. Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? She went to go see the Lord Chief and Justice, or whatever his name is. To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. I didn't. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go meet her there. She's got a nerve, using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messaging service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But I'd better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. Yeah, I guess that's about all we can do, right? Move. New location. Lord Chief Justice's office. Let's go. "16th of April, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office." Boom. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. So everything is clear with regards to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Yes, thank you very much. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. He's sending us away, huh? Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san! Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow? But what about Jenny's trial? You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Alright, well, first things first, let's examine. Let's go all the way over to the left. Hallway. Or is that books? Oh my goodness, just look at all these books. Yes, there are books about the judicial system of all different Western nations. Even for someone like me, it would take at least 10 days to read all of these. Just 10 days? Oh, I was only joking, Runo. I thought it would be fun to play up my genius. It's scarily believable with you, that's the trouble. Okay, so it's just the books. Knights? Armor? Those giant suits of armor are still facing each other menacingly across the room. He's just standing there. Menacingly. Just can't understand why anyone would wear things like that in battle. They must be so heavy. I expect you'd invent some special lightweight suit if it was down to you, wouldn't you, Iris? No, she would invent a tank. I think if it was me, I'd invent a world where people didn't need to fight each other in the first place. Oh, you're such a darling. Iris, you're a champion. You are a champion. Well, what do you think? It was a model answer, wasn't it? She's 10, Yunosuke, 10. She's leading you around by the nose. Yeah, she is. She's like destroying us. All right, let's look at the watch face, or clock face. I love clocks and their mechanisms, don't you? The way all the hundreds of pieces fit together and work as one to move the hands of a single timepiece. Yes, I can imagine clocks are just your cup of tea. When I was little, I used to dream of one day living inside a clock, you know? And you must be envious of the Lord Chief Justice having his own office in a place like this, I suppose. No, not really. Oh? Well, I mean, that's a dream for when you're little. It'd be silly now. Don't let Lord Strongheart hear you talking like that. Okay, his table? Or what is with my lexicon today? Desk. Oh, I've always dreamt of sitting in a huge desk like that and looking important. Why don't you try it then? Discreetly, of course. All right, I will. Tell me how I look. Please show her up there. Well, Runo, what do you think? Can we not even see her? A little too discreet. I can't even see you. Good job on the animation on that one. That's a win for efficiency of programming there. All right, let's go over. Anything to look at here? I think it's just the same as the other side. Over here, and no. All right, so now we're going to converse. Returning to our homeland. Miss Susato, what's this all about? Oh, please, don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has. That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no. I bet somebody's poisoned him, huh? Oh no. Professor Mikotoba? If I may? Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. Oh, come on. You know it's the Swan Girl. She does poison. And she killed the other guy. She killed the, Dr. Wilson as well, which was his friend. Clearly, you should know this. And it seems he grows weaker by the day, or weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. Thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Usato's departure as much as possible. Isn't it amazing we can make that trip in like a single day now with planes? It's like not even a whole day, depending on where you're flying from. Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. Gina's trial. So Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court? Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. I don't know how that happens. No, not even 24 hours later? Gina? Ah, the Lestrade girl. And the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too suspicious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Jenny would never do something like that. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart? In defense of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. Okay, Mr. High Horse. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters in which to contend. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I'll need not remind you of that. "3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me." There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart, which is, it's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her? A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. All right, come on, Iris. We already talked to her, and she told us she didn't want representation, and she told the guy to leave. You know this. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and the defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. What a day. Gina charged with murder, Susato-san about to leave. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Iris. We must make haste. But Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Miss Susato. That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina first. I agree. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, it sounds like a good idea. Let's go. If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. All right, and we'll do that next episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.